God, it's been a while. Let me get into this quick. What am I doing? Load it. Jesus.
Went back. Nothing can stop and nothing can change it. You better just make new living arrangements. If you think you the top and king of the castle, you about to be thrown off the throne and ripped a new asshole.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've done. It's been 2 weeks actually, and this musical is so beautiful. Whatever. Hey guys, and welcome back to some Lucid9. My name is AJ Styles 157, and last time I'm messing this up so bad. So yeah, you see what happened last time. Not very good on my part, but you know, I try. So now, if I can remember correctly, we are still in flashback mode, where I try to be, you know, calm and poetic type thing with him, but it didn't work. But let's continue on with him talking about Misaki. I think it's Misaki. Yeah. They had always been that way. So fiery, so capable, so lovely. Two playful angels who, for some reason, unfathomable to mankind, saw a fit to hang around a bucket of depressing slug like me. Yep, this is the protagonist where he talks shit about himself. Mr. Hiroto. Why don't you think about yourself? Mr. Hiroto's voice seemed to come from far in the distance, faint but recognizable. I respond distractedly. You know me, I'm not useful, or popular, or particularly smart. Silence followed the statement, so I continued. So I only continued. See, this is a perfect start. Our families were close. Misaki's father would always throw these get-togethers at their house, over the weekends or during special occasions. See, I got her name right, Misaki. I remember him being really overwhelming at first. He was a lot like Misaki, only bigger and louder. I could just imagine a freaking dude acting like a girl. I rarely saw Misaki's mother. The times I did see her, she was pretty distant. Besides that, I really don't remember much about her. At first, we were inseparable, Misaki and us, but then her father had lost his job. We started seeing less of her. And eventually, they just left. No warning whatsoever. Even our parents tried to get in contact. No luck. It had been as if the Kazihayas had disappeared off the face of the planet. That must have been a really hard blow. Why am I changing? Like, I'm trying to change his voice from Hank Hill to a country guy. I don't even know what I'm doing with Mr. Ryota's voice. Who says that it had been? Honestly, I don't remember much of what followed. It all passed in a haze. I hate when that happens. It's like something big happened, and then you can't really remember it. Essentially, I felt abandoned. I had this idea that everyone close to me would leave me. I don't think I could even cry. I only felt empty inside. But Rue says that it really was a terrible time. She says that I didn't eat, didn't sleep, didn't even play any games with her. She says that I looked like a ghost. Heck, I practically became one. And I don't remember it. But she says that one day... Oh, what was that? Was that like a coffee cup? What the heck was that? Yama, what's wrong? Nope, sorry, that's it. Stop story over. Are you sure? You do realize that the entire point of therapy is to share your sob stories. It's not a burden, Yama. I'm glad to hear you out. I feel tired. I think I'll have to stop here. It's mainly an excuse, and a very effective one for a therapist. Mr. Ryota immediately nods in understanding. Thanks for confiding in me. Just know that what you felt was completely valid. I'm sorry you had that trauma. It's fine. I got over it. No, you didn't. or we wouldn't have this story. I'd like to go now, if that's okay. If you're sure, is there anything I can do for you? I'm okay. Sure you don't want a lollipop? Yeah, I'm pretty sure, but thanks. Have a good day, Yama. But at least take this prescription. Prescription? Seriously? Then I actually look at it. 1 bucket of ice cream to be eaten guilt-free. Oh. You think I was gonna give you some codeine or like some Prozac or something? Weirdo. As far as the administration knows, this is totally a legit treatment. Ice cream is one of the core groups in the food pyramid, you know. He actually pulls a genuine laugh out of me. Thanks, Mr. Ryota, and thanks for listening. In time. The hallway was very dark. I was like, what's with this dark place? I exit Mr. Ryota's office in a considerably better mood than when I entered it. I actually don't feel tired. I feel rejuvenated. Seems like those memories have been weighing on me for a long time. Maybe therapy really will be a beneficial. Like, that's what it usually is, and then whatever. Deciding to take his prescription to heart, I head straight to downtown shopping area. With my mind cleared, I get to pay a little more attention to the weather. Beautiful, cloudless skies. There's clouds up there. The slightest hint of cool breeze. You! A girl careens from around the corner and nearly crashes right into me. Her glasses flash dangerously as she tips her newsboy's cap over her forehead, studying me with an intensity that could rival an electric microscope. Who is this character? Does that say King? That says like King on her shirt. Yeah, this should be good. Me? It's all I can manage to say at the eccentric site. How should what voice should I give her? Yes, you, an ideally unlettered civilian. Perfect. A hint of satisfied smile tugged at her lips. For what must be 100th time today, I felt a keen sense of impending doom. Yeah, if you can see a smile like that, that's kind of doomy. Respond to my questions with either yes or no. Do not debate, do not invent, and for the sake of both of us, do not dabble. First, am I correct in assuming you are an academy student? You must have the wrong person. I've never seen you before. How can you judge the purpose behind this encounter without knowing the criteria I've set in my approach? I am not mistaken. You are my target. I don't understand this at all. It doesn't take a genius to sense that this girl means trouble. I decide to conveniently ignore her and step around her. She only steps with me, blocking my path. Again. Oh great. I can sense where this is going. As I visit the subject demonstrates a remarkable inability to utilize basic cognitive functions. Talk about uncalled for. Abusive words, overly complicated language. She clearly has a few screws loose. I don't even know what she's saying. I'm just repeating what I see. Maybe I should call the hospital. See if they have a runaway mental patient. Ooh! Zinger! But she's not wearing hospital clothes. Why would a person... Shush. Look, kid. I don't know what your problem is, but y'all look the same age. Kid? The pleasantly cool air suddenly develops a rather harsh chill. She must be in one of those phases, just another 14-year-old, especially to be treated with dignity of a grandmother. What? Albeit a 14-year-old who apparently memorized the dictionary. Well, whatever you are, generally speaking, it's pretty rude to just run up to some stranger, some random stranger, and insult them. I'm changing her voice because that's not even a girl voice. Truly, you're idiotic audacity has risen to a level beyond which I had previously surmised. Oh my. Like, I would've, like, freaking run through her, like, talking shit about me. She immediately digs into her pocket and flashes something in front of my face. Shigeru Inamoto, freelance detective. Legally certified to inspect crime scenes, obtain private files, and if necessary, interrogate unduly inquisitive civilians with observation fitness of a blind bat. How old are you? Because you look like the same age as him. How are you a detective? Unless you're 18. And you shall note that I am 26 years of age. This is like that first visual novel I played a long time ago, where the girl looks like she's 11 or something like that, and she's 26. Wait, what? See, he has the same reaction as me. You're 26? Unless you presume to imply that you are deaf as well as dumb, I suggest. But you're so short. Now that's no reason to think that, like, there's teachers that, like, are shorter than me, and I know they're, like, older than me. I practically feel ice crystals forming in the air. Well, I should strongly prefer to be short of stature than short of cerebral matter, as seems to be your tendency. Gender equality, I would punch her in the face. Ouch. Not a bad blow. My HP has gone down 3. But wait, if you're a freelance detective, does that mean that this is an interrogation and I'm a suspect? If I have to go to the police station, do I get accused absence from class? She's not happy with that. I see no need to reverse your expectation that you will be taken the unexcused absence as they are. Consider it an similar to your clinical depression. That stops me. What? How could she possibly? What would even make her think something like that? I have depression? No way! You might as well carry a sign. From your uniform, you are a student at the academy. From the fact that you are wearing it, you attend school this morning. What do you, if you're wearing it, no, the phone won't shut up, blah! If you see a person wearing a uniform, you know they're in school. It's like, you are in an academy. What would you expect if they're wearing a uniform? Whatever. From your presence in the town rather than in class, you are, as I believe they call it, playing hooky. What is this, the freaking early 2000s? You're playing hooky? And it's still ringing. The phone is still ringing over there. Jesus. From the prescription slip, you are enrolled in the recently developed therapy method that the academy has been boasting. From your fairly normal physically and social skills, your problem is most likely clinical depression or something like high-functioning autism. From, okay, I get it, you're a detective. And you're impressed, but pretending not to be. It's pretty impressive. The observations themselves might seem like common sense, but a person who can actually synthesize them is a rare find. How can I pronounce like synthesize, but I can't pronounce like other words? God, which of course kind of just makes her even more annoying. I relaxed a little, oddly relieved that she hadn't actually secretly researched me. Now it is your turn. My turn? Of course. What can you see from my physical presentation? That you're kind of annoying. I invite you to give your brain some much needed exercise. That gets close to firing me up. Close. Sorry, but I have my therapist's instructions to follow. Unless you have an actual business with me, I'd appreciate it if you left me alone. I step around her again. This time she doesn't move. But just as I think that I'm home free, I hear a soft whisper dripping from behind me. Do you not wish to play a bigger role in society than an inconsiderable pawn in this game of life? Or will you restrict yourself to confines of your own abilities, just because of her? I quietly stop. Which her? Rue or Misaki? Turn around slowly. It's like, are you telling that to yourself? Tell me how you know that right now. I shall after you prove yourself mentally capable of comprehending the simplest of my explanations. Because you keep on talking shit about me. Why would I want to help you? Fine. She wants to play it that way. Let her play it that way. Time to focus. I'll start with... What the heck? What is this? It's like, is this like some science fiction stuff? What is... I mean, of course it's not. What? I'm dumb. But what am I, like, freaking Batman? Like... What is this? Hold on. Saving. Okay, her clothes, her body language, the circumstances. I don't really much care about her clothes. Her body language is somewhat intimate. I don't understand the circumstances, so I'm going body language. Her spreads. She spreads her weight evenly on both feet, unlike most girls who let it lie more on one side of their hip than the other. That's a good observation. That is actually true. I actually stood like that before. It's weird. Even weight on both feet almost sounds like a formal posture or fighting stance. Nah, for a fighting stance? Hold on, let me save real quick. For a fighting stance, it's like I thought it would be like one foot is like pressed back, like, you know, in boxing, one foot is pressed backwards to hold all the weight, then the other one is like light on your feet. So I'm gonna guess formal posture. She could be used to a formal setting. That doesn't seem to match very well. The rest of her body isn't so proper. She seems to hunch slightly with her shoulders loose. No, it's more likely that she's in a fighting stance. Fighting stance? She seems relaxed, but with that bright-eyed look of someone expecting danger around every corner. That kind of weight distribution doesn't seem to come naturally. Maybe she was in sports, maybe in self-defense at one point, for a while, from the looks of it. I like to guess martial arts, but I can't say for sure. There are too many possibilities. So I guess I was wrong. Okay then, maybe I should think about this a different way. Her movements are very crisp and close to the body. When she's speaking, she doesn't gesture very much, even when yelling. Generally speaking, so hold on, she was yelling? Whatever. Generally speaking, sports emphasize emoting on a huge scale, roaring in victory, bawling in defeat, the works. Not only that, the limbs are trained more for gross motor skills than fine motor skills. On the contrary, Shigure has very tight control over her hands, almost to the point where she seems stiff. She does kind of look stiff. She kind of looks nice too. No time for flirting. Which likely points to something high control like ballet or archery, or more subtle martial arts like Wing Chun. I've always whatever. Well, that didn't narrow things down too much. Time to move on. I noticed that when Shigure moves, she probably tends to use her right hand. Well, I mean, her hand is like that right now, but I'm saving again. I checked through the whole thing and I have like 64 saves. Like, good God. But I think it's right hand because, you know, hello? Her left hand is generally stagnant while her right often takes the most action, adjusting her glasses or tapping against her hip. I mean, that is true. I was about to say, like, that did happen. But her emotes, her sprite. Probably safe to assume that she's right-handed. So she's used to being involved in a high control form of physical exercise, and she's right-handed. Is that all I can get from her body language? Well, she doesn't wear any noticeable makeup. She dresses like a kid. She wears glasses instead of contacts, just calling more attention to her pathetic stature. Pathetic. Wait a minute. When I put it that way, it almost sounds like she's has a mental disability. Wants to be underestimated. Yeah, that's freaking. I'm saving it, but yeah. Yeah, for, it wouldn't be a mental disability, because I wouldn't think that, but, like, she wants to be underestimated because, you know, if you're, like, a little girl, you think you can't defend yourself, so you're just like, I'm gonna beat her up, or something like that, but then she can actually knows how to fight, so yeah, wants to be underestimated. Even though she pretends to be indignant about being mistaken for a kid, it looks like that's her intent. Even though she's a freelance detective, she doesn't wear her badge anywhere, or carry a gun, or anything really. She probably believes that being underestimated is a valuable skill. I can't say I personally agree, but hey, she's the 23-year-old freelance detective. I mean, her clothes. Let's do the clues. Why here? Why now? Why me? These are all questions I need to address. The detectives approach me and then bombard me with questions, but I see no other policemen. Is she doing this just because she's bored? No, she was specifically looking for an academy student for some reason. I'm coming up short in this area. I'll have to think about this later. Close. Unlike the standard professional wearer, I might expect a law enforcement agent. She dressed comfortably. Probably can do that because she's a freelance detective. They also haven't been ironed in a while, which means either she doesn't care or she's a workaholic. Possibly a combination of the both. I don't understand I don't care if clothes are wrinkled. No! Pet peeve of mine. But like my grandma and mom are like, you need to look nice. No, wrinkled clothes are nasty. You shouldn't wear that. Whatever. Her shirt proclaims king. See, I was right. Conscious of or unconscious association to her egotism. I could have sworn I heard the timer. I can't tell much, but I find it strange that she'd dress so casually and expect people to take her seriously. With her height and her clothes, is it any wonder that she's often mistaken for a kid? And one more thing bothers me. She wears comfortably looking clothes, which I presumably assume were for efficiency. After all, chasing down criminals in high heels is a stupid idea. And yet something stands out. Glasses and hoodie, hat and jeans. I think, hold on, let me save. I think it would be like, glasses and hoodie. Glasses and hoodie? I don't think nothing about the hoodie, but the glasses would be like if you break your glasses, it'd kind of be hard to see. But with the hat and jeans, those are kind of constrict. I would be like more jogging pants or something like that. I don't know. I'll do hat and jeans. Right, hats are a pain to run with because unless you keep one hand on them at all times, they're likely to flop around, fall off, or generally be obnoxious. When these are too tight to opt for flexibility, one of those would either be very uncomfortable or very, very embarrassing. See, I was right. But what about the glasses, which implies that she just dresses how she wants to? Definitely a very headstrong individual. If she doesn't choose casual clothes for comfort, knowing that it can interfere with her job, then she is purposely choosing it to aggravate others, to announce her individualism. It would match with her choosing to be a freelance detective instead of a corporate investigator. Her free spirit, rebellious, and as I suspect from how she's shamelessly pulling me aside for no reason, guided more by her heart than her head despite her intelligence. Not bad. Next, I take a step back to look at the full picture. No, this isn't it. Not quite. It's good information, but it's basic. Nothing stands out. I can't actually use any of this. Time to think a little deeper. And that's where I'm gonna end the episode off, because this is probably gonna be a good minute to come back to. But yeah, I would like to thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you like this, of course. Hopefully I'll have another video up by what am I talking about? Shut up, me! I'll do my own schedule. Leave a like I've already said, please. Leave a comment if you want to see me do anything else. And also, I forgot to tell y'all, I have a new computer, so I'm able to run more different games, better games. I'm finally able to run XCOM. I can probably do Mountain Blade. I can probably do other stuff, but I'm getting off topic. Leave a comment if you want to see me do something else. Go follow me on Twitter. The link for that will be in the description down below. And subscribe to see more of my content. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. My name is AJ Styles 157, and yes, this music is very beautiful. We were on like a somewhat sad part, so yeah, that's understandable. What am I talking? What am I doing? Oh no, I'm gonna restart that.